Hey guys, it's me, and it's What's Up Wednesday. Nail stuff, that's what up. I decided to start, kind of paying a little attention to my nails. Did a little gel manicure last week. That was cool, and it's holding up like really well. I'm real happy with it. It's got me enthused. So I used to do my nails a lot, but then life happens, blah 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 blah. I have 2 drawers full of nail supplies, so I thought, let's go through them and see what we've got. So I thought I was just gonna pull the drawer right out and bring the drawer, but no, the drawers don't come out, so we're not going to be doing that. I just have a box. I take everything, put it in a box. Here we go, box of stuff. So come on back, what's up, and find out what we have in this box. Hey, alright, I'm trying to fix the lighting, but just it is what it is. Okay, so first off, let's just reach in here and see what we got. We got some gel. This is poly gel. It's basically for making fake nails. You need a UV lamp for this. This isn't even it isn't even open, okay? And it looks like, of course, it's turned around in there so that the back is to it, so you can't see what it is. Maybe a clear, I don't know. Okay, here we go. It says, glitter. I'm assuming that it's this, light blue shade with glitter. That would be awesome. I'm into that. That's cool. I like blues. We've got some kind of little decor here. There's like little metal pieces in different shapes. Looks like stars and kind of a rough diamond shapes, little squares, and things that you can make designs with. That's, you never know. You never know. Oh, excuse me. I've got foils. I've got silver foil and gold foil. Totally unopened. I've never even used it. There's something cool to experiment with, right? Ooh, these are cool. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but they're like decals. So, you do your nails as thusly. You throw a decal on there, press it down good, and then put your top coat over it, and, pretty designs. I'm just throwing everything on a table over here while we do this. This, I don't even know, how I would use this. This is, it's a lot of cool little, trinkets, but they don't have a flat surface. So how would you put that on a nail or a face? Or I don't really understand how to use those. There's another learning curve, right? Okay, we have not 1 but 2. These look like they're for fake nails, because they've got kind of a, you can see where there's kind of a ridge in it. So I'm assuming that that's for, I don't know what that's for. For, making into a fake nail, I'm assuming. Okay. These are what I used when I did the poly nails. You take these and you kind of like turn them upside down, put the poly stuff in them, or you put the poly stuff on your nail, and then you kind of press it down and shape it into this thing. Put it under your UV lamp, and then once it's done its time, you take the plastic piece off and you have the poly nail left behind. I don't know what the hell these things are for. If you have an idea, let me know, because it doesn't say anything on here. Yeah, there's that. Okay. We have a single lamp for, you know, like doing one nail. It has a little button in here. You plug it in, it has to be plugged in to work. You plug it in, you press the button, and it's on. You press the button to turn it off. I did test it. It still works. I mean, this stuff is like literally years old. It still works. It works really well. So if you're doing like designs or something that you don't want to stick your whole hand, you know, you just want to do one thing at a time. You know, maybe you're doing some gemstones, using some glue, doing the decal, whatever, you know. That's handy for that. Okay, what else we got in here? Forms. These are forms for acrylics, which I do not have acrylics. I'm not sure if you could use these with the polys, possibly. This light is just atrocious, isn't it? I don't know. As you can tell, it's like never even been opened. So there's that. But yeah, we got them. We got them. All right, we have things. We have things. Oh, here's a little thing to push your cuticles back with. This actually, I should probably leave this out because I'm kind of needing to do that right now, so maybe I'll just leave that out. This is a wax pencil. It's for picking up. You heat the tip a little bit, like if you have a lighter. I don't smoke, so I don't have a lighter, but my kids smoke, so I'll get one from him. You know, but you take this and then you use it to pick up something out of here, because if you have long nails, you're not doing that. So you use that to pick it up so that you can get the item that you want. These are, it looks like there's a little brush on one end, and the brush, that one's longer, this one is shorter, and then it's got the dotting tools. That one's a little bit larger. The blue one's a little bit smaller. These, I know how to use these. I will use those, no problem. I think maybe I got like some, like I just bought a box that had a lot of stuff included and I don't know what to do with half of the stuff. I have the dip for dip nails. Now, crazy me, I immediately assume, oh, I need the UV lamp for these. No, you don't need the UV lamp for these. This is actually clear. I know it looks white, but it's actually clear because I wanted it clear so that if I put something like this on and then I wanted to put something over it and then put a clear coat over that, it would show, you know, show up nice. That was my theory. But anyways, you use a base coat, not a UV lamp coat. You use the thing that you need for these. A base coat, and then you dip your nail, and then you brush off the excess dip. And then you put more base coat on, and then you dip your nail, and then you use a brush, and you brush off the excess dip. And you keep doing that until you're at the opacity, until it's opaque enough, you know, for what your desire. And then you put on the activator, which basically, like, I don't know, activates it, whatever. It makes it like all come together. And then you use a top coat so that it's nice and shiny and glossy, or a matte top coat if you want it not nice and shiny and glossy. I'm sorry, I have absolutely no desire for matte. I like shiny. You all know I like shiny stuff. So the dips, yeah, I got a bunch of them. A really pretty yellow. Totally gonna have to check that out. Oh, gosh, I have so much stuff. It's not even gonna all fit on this table. This looks like kind of a lilac, sort of a lavenderish shade. What else we got here? We got the yellow, we got the clear, we got the pink. This looks like kind of a maybe a darker purple or a black. You know, I don't even know. I don't even know. There's no knowing going on here. None. This is something with some sparkle in it. I don't know. It looks like maybe an orange with sparklies. And this one looks like a gold glimmer. Because it doesn't look like it's got, it looks more powder, but it looks gold. And then this one is like, yeah, silver. I do like metallic-y gold and silver nails. It's a thing. It's a thing. Okay, and then we have this. What do I do with my glasses? They're already here next to me. We have this. I'm not going to open it because airtime sometimes is really bad for these. This is a LED UV nail polish, a gel polish. I'm going to assume, because it doesn't say on it anywhere, I'm going to assume that that color on the back is the shade that it is. So I'm thinking it's a silver. It's picking up the rainbow effect, but it's a silver. I don't know. I'm going to have to, the next time I do my nails, I'm just going to have to open it up and find out. Alright, and then we have the Rossi, we have the base coat, the activator, and the top coat, which I am eventually going to have to open those up and see if they got hard or not. Because if, you know, that's what they do, you know, they get hard, they harden in the air, so they could be no good by now. And then, oh look, here's brand new ones. Thick base coat, activator, and a top coat. So yeah, brand new ones. So hopefully, since they haven't been opened, let's see, is there, I kind of looked at these earlier and I did not see, you know, a date, an expiration date on these anywhere, which there is on the gel coats. I'm not seeing an expiration date, so I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, brand new. Still in the individual boxes. Still in the box, right? Am I like, what is wrong with me, people? Okay, and then it looks like we have a lot of gel polish. We've got, it looks like a black and a white. It says soak off gel polish. And yeah, I'm just gonna assume color coat soak off. 78 and 79. I'm gonna assume it's a black and a white, which is good for, like, well, Halloween is coming. So yeah, there's black nail with white ghosties right there. know, just fun stuff. Black and white is good for like making fun stuff. This one is it says it's black, so I'm going to believe it. Half of these I don't even, I remember getting the dips. I remember getting some of the Beatles brands, but a lot of these other things, like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I must have ordered like a set that, look, it comes with blah 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 blah, because I know I didn't order this. This came with something, Now the Beatles is the brand of UV polish, the gel polish, that mostly of what I have. And this one is, okay, I believe this is the one that came with this. This came with this. So we've got empower you with love and joy. Okay, and it says we've got, package includes color gel, base gel, top coat, and a nail file. That's interesting. Oh good, it's got paperwork. I like when there's paperwork, so that when all else fails, I can read it and figure out what the heck I'm doing. But, alright, so it looks like there's two shades. There's a pretty kind of sparkly brown, and, I don't know, this one looks pretty dark. It looks like a sparkly black, and then you've got the foundation or the base coat, and the top coat, and I believe these have never been opened, which would be good because, now is there an expiration date on here? Okay, you know what, we'll just put that back in the box. Alright, we have a base coat and a top coat. There is an expiration date on this, and it expired last month. Will it still work? Possibly. They're just not guaranteeing it to work. Okay, this is another one. What? Okay, somehow I wrote on there, it says gray on the side, and then it says black on there. So, yeah, you're gonna have to use, ooh, rose. So this is something different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use those in order to know what the heck they are. This one, which one is this? This one is, this one is this. This is the one that I used. That's what that looks like. This is expired. It expired last month, but look at it. It worked okay, so I'm good with it. This one expired this month. And this is a dark blue. That I think would be pretty, like with maybe some white lines over it, or white dots that, make it look like maybe have a crescent moon on one finger and then dots on the other ones. Oh, this is a pretty one. That's, yeah, y'all know I picked that one out on purpose. And when did she expire? That's interesting. There's no expiration date on this one. I wonder why that is. Okay, and then we have nail glue for nail tips. I don't even know what the hell nail tips are, okay? I've never I have never had my nails done, just so you know. Okay, and here we have the gel polish kit. Be Yourself 6 gel polish. Do we have an expiration date on this one? I'm not seeing one. So let's see what we've got in here. Alright, there's a little thing that's on the top. And then we have got, looks like oranges. Like 3 different shades of orange and 3 different shades of green. So yeah, probably a set that I bought because I'm not a real orange or green person, but those would be nice fall colors. And this one, I don't know, like, is that orange or is that pink or is that might just be like a nude, right? So guys, that's drawer number 1. Drawer number 1. And something that I will not be showing you is I have 2 more of the lamps that are for single finger that are they're a little bigger and more expensive than, you know, this one's pretty simple, but I'll tell you what, for as simple as this is, when I plugged this in and turned it on, it threw some light now. It threw some light, so she works. And I do have the larger, you know, your entire hand or foot, if you want to do your toes, can go in. So I guess maybe next week on to number 2. I don't know, I'm kind of like, I want to do my nails again, probably not next week. I'd like these to last 3 weeks anyways. What do you think? When you get your nails done at the salon, how long does that last? How long before you feel like you need to replace or change what, you know, what you've done? Because I'm thinking 3 weeks should be good. Oh, this lighting is horrible. And then, I don't know, I kind of want to do the powder. Like, let me know. Like, next week we'll go through the other drawer. But let me know, like, would you like to see me sink or swim on using the powders? That, you know, it could be fun. And there are some pretty ones in there, too. So, there's that. At any rate, God bless you. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-boom, boom. Wake up dancing. Every single day. Bye-bye.